significantly contributed, and as Dr. Rajesh ji and Balasubramanian ji have shared, that we have been able to reach and supply and meet the requirements and significantly contribute to the health requirements of developing world. But at the moment, what I personally, from PharmExcel side, what we really feel is, what we have done, what we have achieved in pharmaceuticals, be it be APIs, pharma ingredients, or generic formulations, or nutraceuticals, herbals, biopharma products, our strengths are tremendous, extremely high potential areas. When we have really done made our presence in developed markets, I would only like to share to Rajesh Jain ji and Dr. Balasubramanian, we have been doing pioneering work in vaccines. There is scope in APIs. This is only just to share and also to show that we can do this even in vaccines without any difficulty, provided the requirements are met. Our position in US, in case of APIs, as I was sharing with my friends, with Nigerian friends today, is Indian pharma has achieved a position of the largest number of DMS filed country in the globe, over and above what even US companies have filed. We have achieved the status in supply of DMFs, filing of DMFs, where even one ingredient, one API, for one API, there are 5 to 10 pharmaceutical companies who have filed their DMFs. Largest number, over and above, their own US companies who have achieved. And the real toughest job, of course, I am not coming down, or I am not disputing vaccines and vaccine manufacturing technologies, a different line of it. But at the same time, we must remember developing the technology for generic formulations of once the product is becoming off patent, how much of R&D work is involved, and also facing the challenges of the innovator company. Still, we have come to a status where 1/3 of the ANDA approvals by US FDA are now coming from Indian companies. About 29 Indian companies are having their approvals for generic medicines, and almost 15% of generic market in US is also from India. Similarly, the position like CEPs for bulk drugs approved by EDQM in Europe, we are leading and we are almost the highest. And on overall basis, the exports of pharmaceuticals, our total pharma industry, including biotech, biopharma, over 60% of our exports. That is what I am trying to build confidence in our friends. It is not that we need not, or there is challenge. There is a challenge. At the moment, with the dynamic support and dynamic entrepreneurship available from our sector, more than 60% of our exports are going to regulated markets rather than semi-regulated or developing countries. Then why not vaccines? We have made a lot of progress, and almost all the PFAR companies, WHO pre-qualified companies, most of them are from India. I think our 29 out of 28, 26 or so, and also 8 companies pre-qualified for vaccines in particular. 3 are from Andhra Pradesh itself. We have made a presence and we have got the strength. In order to support and also to ensure the government side, on behalf of Commerce Ministry and Department of Pharmaceuticals, the scope of vaccine promotion, export promotion, and also biopharmaceuticals as such, once the government of Andhra Pradesh has asked PharmExcel to join this event as organizer, partner to this event management, Pharmexcel has taken up with the view to support the export promotion. Last year and this year also, we have started in a small way, though we know when we look into pharma total, where $10.3 billion pharma exports are going, and it is something like, as Rajesh also has joined, it is something like 1,500 crores or so in vaccines or biopharma whole. I am told, and I think my figures are something like 2,200 crores. Out of that, 17 to 1,800 crores are coming from vaccines. Very negligible at the moment, but I am happy, and we would like from Government of India and from Pharmexcel, vaccines should grow. And for that purpose, last year we have invited delegates from overseas countries. Almost 15 country people have participated. And this year also, only with a view to encourage exports of vaccines, exports of biopharma products, almost 35 dignitaries, delegates, and also media people, and also drug regulators from various countries, including even US and China and African countries and CAS countries, Asian countries, and even as far as Latin American countries, Peru, Colombia. My friends are here. Some of the overseas delegates are here. Our effort is that we must do this book, showing the biopharma sector, the strengths, the status, the data, and various incentives, huge amounts for participation in trade fairs, and huge subsidies for product registrations up to 50 lakhs per annum per each company, whether it is a clinical trials, whether it is a bioequivalence test, or whether it is a product registration fees paid in any country, that is being given irrespective of the company position, whether it is a Lupin, whether it is Cipla, or it is Aurobindo, Dr. Reddy's, all beneficiaries. That is the help Government of India is giving through Pharmexcel. Vaccines is one sector where government has fully recognized there is strength and possibility. From Pharmexcel side, we are there, and we want the sector to grow, and we want to give any help that is required in the export promotion of vaccines, either for developing countries or even to the developed world. Thank you.